How are you all doing? I hope everyone has a fantastic day and welcome back to Peepo Coin Channel. Monday is here. Even though it's early and I'm exhausted, vacation is quickly approaching. So as always, please give the channel a thumbs up and subscribe. The more thumbs up we receive, the more YouTube will promote the material. As always, this is the best and most cost-free method to support the channel. You know that the cryptocurrency market is going to be crazy for the next few months, and today may be one of the most significant turning points in the history of XRP and Ripple. Yes, exactly. The Fed is laying the groundwork for one of the largest liquidity waves ever. Institutions are unloading and reloading behind the scenes, and Ripple is confirming right out of the press. They are all coming together at the same time. Folks, this isn't noise. Without further ado, this is the setting prior to something vertical occurring. Let's get started. It appears on your screen. This sets the stage for an incredible week, which begins today. Everyone is correct. I am certain that I am prepared. This is enormous. To say otherwise would be an understatement. We haven't witnessed a macro week this heavy in months. There are jolts. The FOMC rate reductions were obtained. In addition to anticipation that bond purchases will begin in 2026, we received a news conference from friends regarding jobless claims, PPI, and market pricing in a 25 basis point cut. Here's why it's important. Cheaper money is the result of rate reductions. Purchasing bonds equates to injecting liquidity. That implies that your risk assets are the sole thing they will. Furthermore, liquidity in cryptocurrency explodes rather than just flowing. All coins won't wait till 2026 if the Fed even suggests a whiff of aggressive easing. They will instantly quit front-running the move. XRP has historically prospered in this kind of environment. This brings us to the point where macro loosens capital and begins looking for assets with a lovely upside. 45 billion every month. 45 billion. This is not a change in policy. This is a fire hose of liquidity. In less than a month, the largest debt buyout in U.S. history will begin. In essence, the Fed is stating that the current system cannot function without money, so we are getting ready to pump it full. What makes that significant? Because wise money and stimulus are always ahead of the markets. It sets itself up years in advance of the actual arrival of the liquidity. You can be sure that cryptocurrency hedge funds and institutions are now building up if the Fed is preparing for the biggest monetary infusion in history. This casts a whole new light on the acts of Ripple and the price movements of XRP. Before we proceed, let's take a short look at the markets. Markets are green this morning, and Bitcoin is green. You adore seeing it. As it fluctuates in front of our eyes, Bitcoin is currently trading at $91,831. It has increased by 2.8%. The price of ETH is $3,041. Right now, XRP is up 3.23%. Yes, friend. At $2.09 it is coming in. Even if it's up 2.58% right now and looks green, the overall value of the cryptocurrency market has been somewhat down. My partner and I trust capital, and it's down 2% overall at $3 trillion. Check out the link below. Usually you receive $100 for free. I like to trust, but why? The IRA is a topic that everyone discusses. I enjoy discussing low-cost premium custody accounts, but when you cash out, there are no monthly costs. Coinbase, Institutional Fidelity, and Institutional will keep your assets, not I Trust Capital. What are the advantages of this simplicity, though? If you're anxious about handling your own cryptocurrency because you're afraid of being hacked, hitting the incorrect link, or possibly entering your seed phrases in an inappropriate location, I Trust Premium Custody is ideal because of this. It's a one-way highway, so even if your account is compromised, the hacker's only option is to cash out, which would transfer the assets directly into your USD bank account. That's all. They are unable to remove the wallet's contents. They are unable to move them. They are unable to transfer them to another account. The funds can only be withdrawn when you link an account. It's only one way. For those that want to retain long-term clients, this is ideal. The link will appear below. Do some research on it. There are no monthly costs, and when you cash out, it's just 1%. Compared to 95% of the swaps available, that is less expensive. Let's do some XRPTA now. You can see Up here on the screen, I maintain my circle. Why? Because we have been discussing this precise range for a long time. Here, it goes all the way back to October, 2 months in this range. What do we see? This support and resistance level, which spans from $1.98 to around $2.09, is where we are right now. We have space to move up to our next area of support and resistance, which is between 224 and 235, if this holds. There are a few more walls above it, but guess what? All of these will break. All of them are going to collapse. This brings us to the next point. Just be ready. Let's discuss the Santa rally. Will there be a Santa rally? This is being sent to you by XRP. You should definitely check out .com right now. You are the only source of news about XRP and Ripple. We also included a highlighted answer that provides an explanation of the article, which is a really cool feature. But let's have a brief discussion on XRP as we scroll down. XRP, the worst weekly performer in the top 10, simply put on a show-controlled pandemonium that we'll refer to as the weeklies. It was still down more than 70%. It was still like a bunker, holding your $2 level. Round numbers are important. These are psychological anchors, and the fact that XRP is holding steady at $2 in face of widespread weakening says one thing. That level is being defended by someone. It's not a store. It might be your long-term holdings who are unwilling to let go before the next leg, or it could be your ETF inflows. XRP is in a spring-like position if Bitcoin has even a slight Santa rally. It has been compressed. This leads us to the fact that it is loaded and awaiting a trigger. Since Ripple's $500 million share sale was announced just an hour ago at 6 in the morning, it is fresh off the news. Your story just became much more complex. Ripple just sold 500 million shares of their business for $40 billion. Additionally, some investors, such as Citadel, were able to sell their shares back at a predetermined higher price, according to Bloomberg. What does that signify? That implies that Ripple repurchased them. When they first bought them, they were given a predetermined number. Thus, everyone in this situation wins. These were pre-planned exits, and they locked in gains and ensured earnings. Look, this is not the conduct of a troubled business. This is how a business gets ready for a big event. Buybacks. Reorganization of shares. Someone wanted the right individuals to possess the right amount of equity at the right time, so they tightened the cap table, repositioned its investors, rippled right here, showed you the playbook, and prepared for its next era. All of this is in perfect harmony with the macro change, XRP's price defense, and other behind-the-scenes developments. Currently, which brings us to this point, Atkins Paul. He released an enormous statement. Within 2 years, he predicted all U.S. markets would be on-chain. Consider the significance of that. All of your assets, including stocks, derivatives, bonds, and treasuries, will be tokenized. You already comprehend Ripple's business model if you are familiar with it. For the past 10 years, Ripple has been working toward this very scenario. Tokenized financial rails, instant settlement, and compatibility between digital assets and conventional markets. You can't keep XRP out of that ecosystem, everyone, assuming American markets actually shift entirely on-chain. It turns become a crucial plumbing component. Ripple has been waiting for this confirmation. And the timing of everything, it's not a coincidence. I'll RT that, so please visit my Twitter.